Welcome back to the Captain Crow Show. As an avid fan of everything Pokemon, I tend to look forward to the next release, even if it's just a remake. Let's face it, even the remakes are usually gold. This one, however, seemed to miss the mark for me. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. While far faster paced than the original, which I can definitely appreciate, it just felt incredibly limited, like most of the generations have become as they release more and more variants and new Pokemon. I found my motivation to get through the game was severely hindered because of the inability to obtain a lot of my favorite Pokemon. And after experiencing the amazing shiny hunting mechanics in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, it just felt kind of gimp. It lacked the excitement of hunting down and catching a lot of the big favorites, and about the only thing that saved it for me was the ability to get Mew right after the first gym badge. The underground bit was fun, but easy to overlook and forget, as it had generally no impact on the story or flow of the game. While I could generally appreciate the Pokemon were actually in the world when below ground, it still didn't really add anything except for an easy way to target some specific Pokemon to catch or train your current party on. Once it outlived its usefulness, the only thing left is the cosmetics of having the base there with the social aspects of Pokemon, which, unless you have a bunch of friends that also play, isn't really something you utilize that often. Something I've always found lacking in every Pokemon game has been the social aspect. However, sure, you can have random battles and battle towers and such, but the number of challengers quickly drops off to be only the hardcore EV/IV trainers that are nigh impossible to beat for a casual like myself, and does not make for a fun replayability or endgame in any sense. Even the legendary hunting endgame is tedious. It's almost as if they struggle to find a reason to make the underground useful and finally just threw this in there to force players to farm it repeatedly. Personally, I haven't even tried it, and I doubt anyone that has kept up with the past 2 or 3 releases of Pokemon generations will, because if you already have 90% of the legendaries. You can farm through it on the Pokemon Bank, and their lame attempt to restrict bank access until a later date is a very obvious ploy to try and extend the game's playability. Honestly, this game is just one more example of why their model of re-releasing older generations with a shiny new polish needs to come to an end. And hopefully, given that this was one of the last ones that didn't have modern Switch or 3DS graphics, it will be. Like every fan, I hope for the all-inclusive release of every generation and region all rolled into one epic game with the classic mechanic. I do look forward to the Arceus release in January and hope to be streaming it soon after its release, so look out for that. Either way, if you're a die-hard Pokemon fan, you've probably already picked this up, but if you were looking for a reason not to, then I think you've got it. Thanks for watching. This has been your review with The Captain Crow Show. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.